Holy shit! What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I cannot believe just how shitty this movie I just got done watching was. I am talking about Max Steel. This was a 2016 film that it's based on a character, I guess, from Mattel. Yes, Mattel is finally trying to get into the movie making business, taking their characters who, honestly, I never heard of Max Steel. I was not aware of him. Apparently there was a cartoon or a TV show or something. The only reason why I did sit down and watch this movie just now, in case you're wondering, is because I remember seeing previews for it at the time, and I thought, okay, this doesn't look great, but who knows? This could be one of those surprise sleeper things where maybe not enough people saw it, maybe it didn't make enough money, but there was something to it. Hell, there were moments and scenes of this movie that reminded me of I Am Number 4. And I Am Number 4 is a perfect example of a movie that I enjoyed, but didn't get enough attention to warrant sequels and whatnot. The plot, let's talk about this. The plot is we meet Max, played by Ben Winchell, who he's playing a teenager, but look, this guy's like 25 years old. It was ridiculous to see him in a high school hallway interacting with kids who actually are teenagers, but you could tell, just shaved that morning. Stop casting 25 to 30-year-old men as high school kids. It's silly. It's dumb. His father died, so he moved to this town with his mom, played by Maria Bello, who, she looks great for however old she is. She looks like this kid's older sister, to be perfectly honest. And he starts to find out and realize he has these powers. He interacts with this little alien creature thing known as Steel, who his voice is super annoying, but this thing helps him along the way to hone his skills, develop his powers, to become a, quote, hero as he goes up against the man who is responsible for the death of his father, and he wants to be evil and blah, 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 blah. Pretty generic, pretty straightforward and simple. This movie was only an hour and a half long, but I was bored. I was bored to tears. It felt like a 3-hour long movie. Not buying this main actor. I'm not saying his acting was terrible, but there also wasn't anything interesting about him either. There was nothing fun. There was nothing really relatable besides, oh, I'm a loner, and hey, look, here's this hot chick who is all over me, who, I don't know, for some reason she feels bad for him or whatever. She keeps wanting to hang out with him and talk to him, but every time his powers keep acting up, so he runs away and runs off, and she keeps coming back. Yeah, that's believable. That's viable. This little tiny alien robot looking thing who is voiced by Josh Brenner, who is somebody that when I Googled him, he looks familiar. I've definitely seen him in things here and there, but just his voice, him as this character, maybe it was a combination of the way he was written or him himself, was annoying as fuck. He was annoying. I could not go along with this little quirky partnership between Max and Steel, and how he was in Max's head. Steel was trying to talk to him, trying to give him information, but he can't quite articulate it, so it's supposed to come off as goofy and silly and probably fun, but it came off more annoying. This is all a burden. I wouldn't want to be this hero, this version of a hero that this movie, this Steel character is trying to get Max to do. The powers don't even really make sense. I don't exactly understand how he gives off this energy and how he can control it, or what the point is of this gooey water substance that comes out of his hands. Like, what the fuck? What's going on? The villain. Oh boy, the villain is played by Andy Garcia. Yeah, this is where his career has sunk. Where he's playing this doctor research guy who, of course, he's the one responsible for killing his father, and he wanted to take this energy and use it for evil. Why? Because why not? Because it's like the logic and the dumbness and the reason for all of this, the weird, stupid twist of his mom being involved with the company. They first try to play it like she's a bad guy, but then you just see that no, she was just hiding all of this from Max because again, nothing makes sense. Nobody is a real person here. There's nobody to relate to. There's nobody to connect to. This movie was at such a low budget. It shouldn't be the biggest negative, but when you feel it, when you see that Max, when he joins with Steel and he turns into this thing with a suit and it's trying to be like Iron Man, but they don't have the budget for him to wear the suit for all that long. So every time he gets hit once, the suit goes away and you just, what the hell? Why even bother? If you only have like $20 to make this movie, why are we bothering here? The CGI moments are terrible. The action is shot in a way that's all over the place. I was trying to look up, who do I blame for this movie? The director, directed by Stuart Hedler, who I didn't really realize who he was until I looked it up and saw that he also directed, it's been a while, but he directed Sorority Row. That's a movie that I do like, a little underrated. And so it's like, well, maybe this isn't his fault. Maybe it's the writer's fault. The writer, one person, written by Christopher Yost, who, when I looked him up, I saw that he's actually written some like Marvel films, some good Marvel films. And it just made me go, how? How were you ever hired by Marvel to do anything if you're putting this kind of crap on paper? This is horrible. This is terrible. This is one of the worst movies I have ever seen, especially when you're trying to talk about superhero territory. When you're trying to talk about something that maybe a 5-year-old would like it. Maybe a 5-year-old would be into it. But honestly, this was terrible. This was ridiculous. I can't believe that any producers approved this and let this get released out into the theater at all. This is even lower than direct-to-DVD quality here. Oh, man. Whoever the cinematographer is, fire that person as well. There was like a yellow tint over this whole movie as if somebody pissed on the film. I can't say one good thing about the movie. So let's move on. This is some old bullshit.
Man, this some old bullshit.
Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you, for some god-awful reason, also saw Max Steel. What did you think of it? Do you know about this character beforehand? Is there something, comic books, cartoons, anything that could redeem this character at all for me? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.